Hey guys, welcome back to Sensei's Journey. Today we're going to talk about a life lesson that involves League of Legends and Goblin Slayer. Okay, so I don't play a large collection of video games, but I do play League of Legends occasionally, and not like a whole lot. And I'm not necessarily that good at it because I don't play a lot. But something that I decided to do at some point was I was going to focus in on a single champion and pretty much just play that champion in a single role. And I am a Teemo main, and some of you are probably cringing at that. I even made an hour Teemo laughing video a while back, just for humor's sake. What I discovered is I was able to rapidly improve my ability to play the game of League of Legends by focusing in on a single champion and only working with that champion. So I learned the mechanics of that champion very well, but what I also learned was that I learned the mechanics of the game. I learned positioning, I learned timing, I learned all of that stuff because I wasn't jumping around trying to split my attention learning a bunch of different kits. So a bunch of different ability sets for different champions. That was something that struck me as very interesting because it's sort of counterintuitive. You would think, oh, there's a lot of champions, I need to play a lot of champions to get good at this game. But in reality, because the game itself is so, the map doesn't change, there's some changes that happen from, patch to patch and season to season, but in general, the game is pretty much the same all the time. Destroy towers, just, push lanes, kill the Nexus. Controlling for what variables that I could control for, meaning the champion, allowed me to be able to focus on the things that I didn't have control over, which was the actions of other players, the small changes that they put in the game, and just the general chaos of the combat. What's very interesting is I see this same thing in a recent anime called Goblin Slayer. And if you don't know Goblin Slayer, it's pretty brutal. I don't recommend watching it if you are, squeamish at all. And it is about a guy who only hunts goblins. He's an adventurer who only kills goblins. He doesn't care about any other quests. He goes to the guild every day, and if there's a quest involving goblins, he takes it, and he goes, and he kills the goblins, and he comes back. If there's no quest involving goblins, he just goes home. Does nothing else. So, goblins, goblins, goblins. Now, you might think goblins are like low-level enemies. And how would that make you a good adventurer? Because he's like a silver tier, which is really like the highest you would get in the field. He's a silver tier adventurer. And he got that way by perfecting his skills in combat by focusing on a single target. He said, I'm going to learn everything there is to know about killing goblins, and that means where they live, what they do, all of their mannerisms. He thought like a goblin. He focused in on it super, super hard, and because of that, he was able to gain a lot of other general combat skills, as well as the ability to reason and put together puzzle pieces with enormous accuracy. So he's able to make a plan and put it into action, and it just works because he is so single-minded on killing the goblins. And so there's a life lesson here between both playing League of Legends and what Goblin Slayer was doing. And that life lesson is don't be super scattered in what you're trying to learn. So try to eliminate as many variables that are going to make things more difficult for you to learn as possible. Try to control what you can control. Control the controllables, because there's a lot of stuff that's outside of your control. And once you control the controllables, you can very easily start to learn and react to the things that you don't have any control over. So if you're playing a sport, that means picking a style and sticking to it and learning how that works within that sport. So whether or not it's a martial art or a position on a football field, you don't want to learn all the positions. You want to learn one position. And that way you're able to figure out how the whole game works, and then you start to understand other people's roles and how things would work if you were playing a different position, or you were fighting a different person, or you were generally in a different situation, that you can apply the skill sets that you've accumulated. You would think just focusing on one thing wouldn't give you a wide variety of skills. There's a lot that goes into mastering a single thing, that you're going to collect a myriad of skills, abilities, and knowledge that is going to be applicable in places that you don't even realize that it's going to be applicable. That's why people who devote themselves to sports or business or whatever it is for a long enough time end up writing books about life. They end up realizing that their skill sets, their knowledge, and their wisdom that they've gained from their particular thing that they've focused on actually has a larger array of application. As Bruce Lee said, it's not the daily increase, it's the daily decrease. What can you eliminate from your life that is absorbing your focus, that is taking your energy, and what can you really focus on and give all of your attention? Because once you do that, you're going to get really, really, really good at it, and it's also going to reap massive benefits in other areas of your life with the skills, knowledge, and wisdom that you're going to get from all of that. Bruce Lee also said that I do not fear the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Don't be afraid to get single-minded on something and pour all of your energy into it and become truly, truly excellent at it. Because once you do that, you're going to find that it has built you up as a person in general. Think about it, guys. I want you to go and I want you to figure out if there's anything that you are giving your energy and your attention to that you could just stop giving your energy and attention to, and really focus in on the things that are important to you, that you want to see develop and thrive and grow. And if you're interested in learning more about fitness or learning more about training, we've got a 3-day boot camp in the description if you want to click that link, and we will get that to you, and it is free. So until next time, guys, good luck and train hard. Thanks for watching.